Hi, my name is Eric Gossett. I'm here with Terrence Campbell, CEO of KUF, and we're excited to show you what opportunities we have for you and your children. Terrence, thank you for coming out today.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you. So what made you start KUF?
So what made me start KUF? My kids, first thing. I have 3 kids, 2 boys, 1 girl. And seeing them in the house all the time on laptops and not active, it made me want to start, pushing kids to get active, learn communication skills, be leaders, get out and do things. Growing up, this is something that we did. So we want the kids of the future to have that same energy as we had growing up.
Yeah. So that's really what made you get it started there, is really replicating the opportunities that you had growing up as a kid for those who don't have that opportunity.
Yes.
What are some of the ways that you do help children?
Some of the ways we help children, we take the ones that can't fund sports and the ones that don't have the proper training, and we give that to them. We have a few coaches on our staff that will help the kids train throughout the week, get them the proper training that they need to play these sports, especially the ones that haven't played any sports at all.
So how are the parents' reactions whenever they are able to hear about the opportunity that you present for their children?
So the parents, they're happy. They're happy because, someone's helping them. Some of these kids are single parent. They come from a single parent home. Mm-hmm. Either the father's not there or the mother's not there. So we take those kids.
That's always tough.
Yeah, we do what we can to help those kids.
Mm-hmm. So what made you start it? I know you have 3 children of your own, but what gave you that incentive, that motivation to actually take that step forward and go through with that idea? Because a lot of people, they could have an idea and they want to mean well. We all mean well.
Yeah.
But what made you actually take that action to start the nonprofit and to go forward with what you've been going through?
Just the new generation, man. The new generation is it's different, Like I said, when we were growing up, we went to community centers, we played sports, we went swimming and stuff like that. Like, kids nowadays, they don't do that, So I see that in the children these days, and I just want to reach out and, pull them in and tell them, hey, man, there's stuff outside that, will teach you life lessons, there's things outside that'll help you grow,
Yeah.
But, nowadays it's kind of hard, so.
It is very hard. Opportunity is very hard to come by, especially with, COVID, a lot of restrictions, face masks, things of that sort. It really restricts the athleticism and the physical fitness that we are accustomed to. Mm-hmm. What made you come up with the name KUF? I really like it. It's very catchy.
Okay, so KUF, we just took Kids of Our Future and we just ran with it. I was playing around with names and Kids of Our Future came to mind, It's just pretty much me back in the day wishing that I knew the things that I knew now to better my future. So I'm going to take the kids and teach them things that I didn't learn growing up so that they can better their future. So Kids of Our Future is what I came up with.
Yeah. And when did you guys become established?
So July of 2021 is when I started to register with the state for the nonprofit.
Okay, so you guys have been around for a year or so?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And where do you see this organization going in the next few years?
So within the next 2 years, I want to have a center to house these kids.
Oh, a nice center,
yeah,
huh?
I want to have the center within the next 2 years.
At this center, what would they be doing?
At this center, they'll have training access for all sports. We'll teach them leadership skills, things that we didn't learn growing up.
And how are you guys able to do that?
So I have contacts. I have contacts with a few teachers that I went to school with, and they're willing to help out.
Nice. And if you want to become a volunteer, How are you able to help out? What are they? If I'm a parent that wants to volunteer, maybe have some extra time on my hands because I want to get involved with my children or their friends as well too. What would I do as a parent?
Sure, sure. So, what you would do is you'd go to the website, Facebook, Kids of Our Future, on Facebook, Instagram. You'd go to Kids of Our Future _ or the website www.kidsofourfuture.com.
Wow, it's very simple. So they just simply go there, check out the information, see y'all schedule, and align themselves with what you guys have going on.
That is correct.
Nice.
Contact me and I'll get you set up for the next event.
And how are you able to provide all of these services?
So we're funded through the AT&T Center and the Alamo Dome. We have a contract with both. We do fundraising all throughout the year. UTSA games, Spurs games.
Wow.
All concerts coming to San Antonio.
Okay.
We appreciate all the volunteers that come out to help, and we want to continue to fundraise for these kids, man.
Is there a memorable moment in your mind that you can look back at and say, wow, I actually made a difference in this kid's life, and I never even would have met this child or this parent or this family if I didn't even get this started?
Yeah. Recently, we just had an Easter basket giveaway. Our
Okay.
Easter bash, we're going to start doing that annually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every year around April 6th to the 16th, we'll have an Easter bash. We'll give away 150 Easter baskets, Easter egg hunt. We had DJs, moon bounce, and food and
Wow.
drinks, all free.
When I was younger, I loved the moon bounce.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
like you couldn't get me out of the moon bounce.
Oh man, you should have seen the kids the other day, man. It was great to see kids, a whole bunch of kids coming together, not knowing each other and getting together to have fun.
Yeah, I bet you they didn't wake up thinking they would wake up with 60 new friends, huh?
Yeah.
How many kids typically come out to some of these events?
So for that event, we had 80 people show up.
Wow.
Roughly 80 people coming and going. You know,
Oh,
so
my goodness.
it was a pretty nice turnout, better
Yeah.
than what I thought.
So I know you guys are based in San Antonio, but based off of your logo, it seems like you have real plans to take this global. How are you going to make this global, and what are some of the things that you have in the future that can set you up to have that kind of support and, just well-being for those kids who don't have those opportunities? Because even though we're in San Antonio, this problem is very common.
Yeah. So we got to start at home. We're here in San Antonio. This is where we have to start home. We have to get our community behind us before we can expand at all. So we're going to start home, and then we'll push out to Houston, Dallas, Austin, all the outside cities, and we'll get everybody on board.
Wow.
Pretty soon we'll be in Florida and Arizona.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm excited that I get to actually see the beginning stages of your motivation for these children, teaching them trades, teaching them athleticism, having coaches and trainers. Golly, it sounds like something I wish I could have joined when I was younger.
Exactly. Kids of our future, man. This is what we want.
Yeah. Nice. What's been one of your most memorable moments as far as impact for a child's life? Has there been that distinct moment where you're like, wow, I'm here now. I'm actually making a huge difference in my community. And what does that feel like for you?
Oh man, so when I get the children that look up to me, and it's just a different feeling, man. It's a different feeling even when it's not your children. So my kids, they look up to me because I do a lot for them. But when other kids look up to you and they feel like you've done so much more than, sometimes even their family have done for them, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing.
Yes. And with us being in San Antonio, I can understand a lot of the situations that people are going through with COVID, with their jobs, with not being able to provide their kids with the right kind of training or support that they need outside of school. How many parents reach out to you daily?
Man, so that's a good question, man. Right now in my DM, I have a few parents that's asking me right now for Easter baskets after the giveaway. And of course, I'm going to respond to those parents, and we're going to get them Easter baskets as well, because we want to touch as many lives as we can. We want to make everyone feel like they can come to us at any time, you know. And we need volunteers to help us to keep doing this. It takes a village to raise these kids. So go to the website, the Facebook page, Instagram, follow us, and get in there anywhere you can.
Yeah. Man, I'm excited to see you grow. Mr. Campbell, it's been a great pleasure speaking with you today. Is there anything else that you want to let the viewers back home know before we tell them goodbye?
So you can follow us, like I said, on Instagram at KidsOfOurFuture_, Facebook Kids of Our Future, and the website is www.kidsofourfuture.com. Go ahead and support, follow us, and we appreciate all the volunteers that come out to help us. And I want to thank you guys, and let's teach these kids better for the future.
Right. Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate you. I'll be seeing you soon, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
No problem.